Hey everybody, welcome back to Life is Feudal. Today we're going to take a look at making a saw. We haven't made the saw yet, and then that's going to allow us to make some boards of this wood. And we're going to see exactly what that means, because I have no idea. We're going to make some boards and see if we can do anything with them other than just hold onto them. So first things first, let's jump into our inventory. We need to make a saw, and I want to double check, see that I have all the right parts. I'm not entirely sure. We still need to gather up some of the plant fiber. You can see that we gathered the stone. I have more sticks than I need by one. So basically we're just going to roam around here and try to get some plant fiber. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to make this the default, or I guess it might have been already. We're going to gather this up. Now, what I think we're going to be trying for is, I've got a clearing near here, and I assume that my logs are still there. Somewhat through those trees and kind of near the edge of the island over there. Now, Dexter and Loop have been kind of doing things over here, getting set up. So I thought that I might just kind of go through that clearing, find the logs that I've already got over there, and maybe start making something if possible. I'm not sure if we're quite there yet. It may be that the boards are one step and that we still have a long ways to go before we can actually build anything, but that's what we're here to find out. So we didn't get any plant fiber there, and you can stay in the same spot too. I don't know if when I've been in a spot that's failed, I've ended up finding something, but I keep trying it. But basically, if I hit the ground and I find something like I just did, I'm going to keep going, and sometimes I'll get 2 to 3 in a row. The times when I've tried it a few times in the same spot after failing the first, it's failed again 1 or 2 times, and I've just moved on. So this is the spot I was thinking of. You can see I've got wood down there, down inside the forest there a bit, a bunch of chopped logs. I've got some over here as well. Just kind of running through, clearing out what I could. And you can see this is kind of the edge of the island on this side. Now, a benefit of also being here is that we've got this rock immediately available, and you can even see it kind of follows along the beach out in that direction. So easy, quick access to the flint is good, since we're going to be making tools from that. So let's go ahead and we're going to jog over here. So I've got a log nearby. This guy just hanging out, and you can see there's still some more back in through there. Went a little chop crazy. And we need to make that saw now. So we're going to primitive tool, primitive saw. You can see we have everything we need. Go ahead and craft this guy. So once this is crafted, we'll be able to right-click the log in front of us, and I can choose to create a board, and at that point, we'll see if we can do anything with the board. Okay, we have the saw. Let's bring this guy up. We just need to throw that on us. Pat our arms, of course, see if we can carry it. There we go. Look at that saw. It looks pretty dull to me. Okay, so we're going to right-click this. Carpentry. So here's a building log. I do have a lot of logs around, so let's actually do a little bit of both. Maybe we'll do all of these and see what these all are. Let's start with the board, though. Looks like we're going to cut away here. Hopefully have the energy to do this. We need to catch our breath. We're a little bit worn out today. Let's go ahead and set that as default. Okay, so we still have to do this again. I did have a tree that required me to do it 3 times. Hopefully 3rd time's a charm here. We're overburdened. But cool, okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit OK. Let's see, are we slowed? Looks like we might be a little slow. But let's jump into our inventory. So there we go, we have 5 boards. Very cool. And it looks like we could drop those, but currently can't do anything else with them. Now that's not too big a deal. Probably when you get into carpentry, there's things you can make from basically kind of prefab stuff. Let's see if we can... Let's see, how do we do that? I think there was a log on the ground I was able to right click, and it asked me if I wanted to make furniture. Let's actually cruise over this guy here. And you can see we got some more logs back there. Okay, so this one is not giving me that option, but the ones back where those guys were did give me that option. Huh. Okay, maybe we'll run over to those. They're not that far away. did see an option in there. I'm probably just missing it. There's the logs. I don't know where the guys ran off to. They were over here digging. You can see that he was leveling out this terrain here a bit. Kind of cool. Okay, so I'm not seeing any option there. That's interesting. I could have sworn one of these was giving me the option to do some kind of furniture, but apparently that's not the case. I'm wondering if it was something else. I'm wondering if it was a stump in the ground. I'm going to walk over here and actually try that really quick. Okay, no. But we do have the option to uproot that. Very cool. And apparently, if you're trying to build something and a stump is in the way, you're not going to be able to build it, so you do have to uproot those. Anyway, we're going to probably go back over and make some more boards and things, and I'm going to check out where we're at from there. Okay, so I ended up going out to a piece of a log, and instead of doing the board, I did a billet, so I've kind of got some of those chopped up, but I ended up filling up apparently. It wouldn't let me take any more. It said I'm too overburdened, so that's about all we could do. Now, in addition to that, I actually realized, or I remembered while I was doing that, that it was actually the ground I right-clicked, and then it asked me if I wanted to construct furniture. So let's check this out, because I have no idea what this is about. Okay, so we can make a couple things here. I'm scrolling, and it seems like this is all we can do. Let's click barrel and build, because maybe we can store stuff in a barrel. Okay. Now we're faced with this screen, and this is one that I played around with a little bit before, and it's basically when you put down a campfire, you have to choose where you put it first, so it's kind of blocks out areas you can't put it in, and we can move things around here. Let's actually move this in a bit. Oh, okay, I can only do it within the square here. The campfire, you could actually move between the squares and everything, but it looks like that's not going to be the case with this guy, so that's fine. We'll just go ahead and build that there. Let's see what this takes. So I had 5 boards and 12 billets, so we're going to have to see what we end up with once we're done. Okay, so with that done, we saw it for a while and we put this sign up, which I forgot. This is actually what happens with everything. So we've got a sign indicating this is where we're going to build a barrel. Now, unfortunately, when I click this and go to construct furniture, you can see that we need 5 boards. We need a bunch of nails, 20 nails, and we need 2 metal bands, so we don't have any of this stuff. So it does look like it used the 5 boards just to get this guy put down. And let's see, it didn't use any of the billets, so... Actually, we have 5 boards here. Interesting that it tells us we don't have any. But it might be, let's see, if we drag these in... I thought it would just be able to tell, but still says 0.5 there, so... Anyway, we're a long ways out from that with metal strips and all of that kind of stuff. I don't even know. Probably has something to do with prospecting. I do have prospecting here, but it's not all that great. You can see it's just at 18, so it might be a while before we would actually be able to make anything with that. Well, I think we'll leave it at that for now. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do. I was going to start moving logs around. I actually cut up rather, some of the... obviously the boards and billets, as you saw earlier, and was overburdened, so I ended up having to drop those on the ground. I think other people can come along and take those, but that's okay. Really, we got the skills we needed to chop the trees down, and cutting them up and everything's not a big deal. So we are pretty well underway as far as logging goes. Now, one of the next things I think I want to focus on, if we bring the skills up here, so you notice that I actually have 30 in farming, which lets us plow the earth and gather basic seeds. And if we jump into the inventory, we can actually create a primitive tool and make a sickle. We even have the parts to make that. So I'm going to think about that a bit. I think that's what we might try next time, is break the sickle out, see if there's things we can do. Maybe we won't be able to. I have no idea. This is all new to me, so anyway, I think we're going to go ahead, like I said, and leave it at that. Thank you guys for stopping in and watching this. Please do leave a like and comment if you want to see more of these. Again, I don't plan on this being necessarily a regular series, but I may jump in here with more videos if you guys are wanting to see them. So thanks again. I will catch you guys next time.